Hello. So today I'm going to show you how to make some rolled slab pulled handled mugs like these ones. Also, here is my head, as my godfather says that I am not showing my head in my videos and he would like to see my head. So here's my head. It's not looking great, but here it is. I hope you enjoy the video. See you soon. So today you will need a rolling pin, some clay, some water/slip, some newspaper, a bottle to roll around, a knife, and if you want a wooden tool, but I tend to use my hands anyway, that should be it. First, we're going to roll out the slab. Now I've got my slab, I'm going to decide how tall I want my mug. Now I want it taller than this one, but not too much taller. So I'm going to straighten off, use my rolling pin to straighten off the bottom. Put that to one side and straighten off my top. So it's taller, but it's not too much taller. Clay shrinks as well. You always have to remember that clay shrinks. I'm going to trim here. I'm going to trim as much of that denty bit off as possible. I'm going to put that to one side because that'll be my bottom. So I've got my flat slab. Newspaper. I'm going to wrap my bottle in my newspaper like that. I'm going to place my bottle on and then I'm going to roll up. Once I've got it to where it's going to join, I want to join a couple of centimetres, not much. So I'm going to cut off the excess. Again, put that to one side. Now, get my water. Well, that's a slip really. It's been outside for a few days if I'm honest. So it's got rainwater in it. So that should be interesting. And water and scratch it before you attach it. So I'm scratching that up. Creating my surface area. And then I'm going to roll it over. Give it a wiggle and stand it up. Give a good press and smooth up. Okay. There's the odd dent on the top, don't worry about it. It's quite thick at the moment. And as you can see, it's an awful lot bigger than that one. You can't get much coffee in that one. And I like a big coffee. So, done that. So now, I'm going to go back to my piece from earlier, which was going to be my bottom. Now, I have a stamp with my name on, which is actually just a Christmas stamp, because my name's a Christmas decoration. So, nice joy stamp in the bottom. I'm going to turn this over. Again, slip all the way around. I'm just going to push that plastic up a little bit. I'm going to use it to make a mark. Okay. So, and then I can scratch that up. And same on here. Place it on. I'm going to sit down at this point. My back's starting to ache. Give it a little wiggle. And then I'm going to cut quite close all the way around. Next, I'm going to pull the clay up all the way round, starting with a strong join and then going back and making it pretty. So at this point I'm going to take all my offcuts and I'm going to squidge them back together and give them a bit of a wedge so that I can use my offcuts to make my handle. So we need water, we've got our re-wedged clay, and I'm going to basically just pull the handle out. So hold the clay in your hand, give it a little bit of a head start so you've got a sausage coming down, and then hold the top piece. You see that? Hold the top piece, other hand into the water, and you're going to pull it down like you're milking a cow. Not that I've ever actually milked a cow, to be honest. My friend is a dairy farmer, and I'm sure she's going to tell me, Joy, that is not how you milk a cow. But there you go, this is how I think I would milk a cow. So you're just making a circle with your thumb and your finger and just pull that handle down. These handles are really nice to hold. And I've got a little bit of a knob at the bottom that I don't want, but I can pull that off. Okay, and then so that it dries with a little bit of a curve in it to start with, because it's always best to pull a couple of handles, I'm going to just lean it over my rolling pin and chop about there. Okay, I'm going to leave that to just firm up for a minute. Right, it's not going to firm up for very long because it looks like it's about to start raining and I don't want to get wet in the garden. So I'm going to take my mug, and I always have the join, which I always keep visible because I like it. I like to use it as a feature of my mug. It's kind of my thing. So I'm going to have this opposite where your mouth's going to be, so you don't want to be putting your mouth into a join. So my handle I'm going to put on this side because I'm right-handed. So I'm going to take my handle, I've got to flatten it a little bit like that. I'm going to water at the top and the bottom, water and slip, and then I'm going to water on here, my knife, scratch it up, and same on here, and then I'm going to place my handle. So place my handle on and then smooth it in. Can't see terribly well. And then from there I'm going to work out where I want my handle to go to and what shape I want it to be. I think I want it to go like that. Always aim for the question mark look, I always think. Great, so I'm now going to score there and the underside that's going to meet it. Two together, and again smooth it in. I'll pick it up and look. Oh, my other side's not very smoothed in. That's what happens when you're not looking. There we go. So I'm going to smooth in this side. Pleased with that. So it's a very basic mug at the moment, and I'm hoping it's firm enough that if I pull my bottle out, yeah, that's good. It'll come out now. Will it go back in again? Nope, that's fine. So I'm going to take my shell and I'm going to put some pattern. So support the inside, and I'm going to put little patterns all the way down my little seam, like that. And I'm going to do Same thing on the inside of there. I might put a couple actually. More support. It might take 3. There you go. And I'm going to pull my newspaper out. And I'm going to wet finger and I'm going to smooth off the top. Now, it was a lot smoother before I decided to cut it down, but hey ho. Now, I will have to go back to this once it's dried a little bit and smooth it again. So you want to make sure that join where your lips are going to go is going to be nice and smooth and delicate. You don't want any rough bits. And also, I like to do this to join up my handle to my, oh, I think I'm about to get rained on, to join up my handle to my mug, so you've got a nice smooth connector there. Also gives that handle just that little bit of extra support. There we go. And now I'm going to let it dry out for a few hours, and then I'm going to do a bit more smoothing again. But that's it, really. That is my basic mug that I've made. It's got a nice pulled handle, and oh, it's a bit messy this side. Oh, I couldn't see that bit when I was smoothing it. So it's got a nice smooth handle. It'll feel very, very nice when it's. I think that will hold nicely. I like the pattern. That's good, and I think that's going to look lovely. Some nice glaze. There we go. How to make a very simple rolled slab mug with a pulled handle. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.